So Jesus did not give Christians any other options but to preach that it is only through faith in his sacrificial death on Calvary that we can receive salvation from our sins. Jesus himself says in John chapter 14 verse 16, "I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through him." From this, we all know that Jesus is the only way to salvation. He is not simply a way, as in one of many. He is the way, as in the one and only way. There is not one person that can come to God the Father except through Jesus. So there are believers that think that they can find their way to God through achievements, knowledge, reputations, or personal holiness. But God tells us that the only way is by being saved, which is deliverance or redemption from sin, and it is consequences. Scriptures also tells us, "For it is by grace you have been saved, through faith, and this is not from yourselves. It is a gift from God." According to Ephesians chapter 2 verse 8. Salvation is God's gift of grace that we receive through Jesus Christ. So, one way to understand the meaning of death of Jesus is to imagine that we are in a courtroom scene in which we are on a trial for our sins and God is the judge. Our sins against God are capital crimes. God himself is a judge, and according to divine law, our crimes deserved the death penalty. Death in a spiritual sense means eternal separation from God in unending torment. That's a very serious judgment, right? So by shedding his blood on the cross, Jesus took the punishment we deserved and offered us his righteousness. Instead of us being crucified, Jesus do it for us. When we trust Christ for our salvation, essentially we are making a trade. By faith, we trade our sin and its accompanying death penalty for his righteousness and life. In theological terms, this is called substitutionary atonement. Christ died on the cross as our substitute. Instead of us, he do it.